Hey everybody, welcome to a Monday edition of Big Gamer Small Talk. We took yesterday off because, quite frankly, I think everybody was doing the Super Bowl thing, and we had to watch my man Peyton lock it down as one of the greatest of all time. And get that W. Cam, you take that L. The Panthers, those paper Panthers is what I call them all year. Paper Panthers people couldn't beat their way out of a wet paper bag, but yeah. Defense wins championships, folks. Defense wins championships. Remember that. Broncos. That was probably top 3 defensive performance I've ever seen. Right behind the 2000 Ravens and the 85 Bears. Pretty good performance. Pretty good company to be in. I thought they were pretty relentless, and it was overall a fun game.
Yeah, this is Peyton's last game, right?
Most likely, I would say so. If
I
ever see,
he can't even feel his fingers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Who's
that? Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Lord Clicker is back and in full effect. I finally got you, Dusty Russ Buckets, cornered, don't I? Let me tell you, stupid, you little Dusty twat something.
Man, get your old ass out of here.
Baby. 30 million consoles sold, 30, baby.
30 million? I thought it was like 37.
Yeah, we're that number.
Ain't you Dusty Russ Buckets butthurt, ain't you?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Crapgamer. I finally got you,
man,
you Dusty Rusty Buff.
Oh my God!
Don't you bet not boot me out of here!
Boot his old ass.
Get those nightmares again.
Get your old ass out of here! What the hell is wrong with you coming in here acting like that?
Who's that, Lord?
Yeah, man,
Lord
crazy
Clicker?
ass. Yeah, Lord Clicker, man, in here. Wrecking the podcast, man. Wrecking BGST. What are you gonna do, man?
Boot his old ass.
I did, man. That face is gonna give me nightmares, man. No lie, seriously.
No, he said that 30 million sold give you nightmares.
Well, anyway, next gen. You got some big news because your channel.
Yes,
officially
ladies and gentlemen, ladies
Is
and
that a
gentlemen.
jam?
Yes, I'm out of YouTube purpose. I'm out of jail. I made bail today.
Nice, dude.
Flag is off my channel. Actually, we did a little, not even like a podcast, me show crap. So after this, you guys go by and check it out. Little BGST overtime.
What's happening, everybody?
Little show's back right there. But yeah, I'm finally out of YouTube purgatory, man. Showstopper's back. It's a good day for BGST. Great day for BGST.
Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, happy birthday, Zaire.
Thank you, man.
happy
That's
birthday.
You're looking good for 32, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
32.
I'm looking good for 42. Yeah, I'm looking good. Looking good, feeling good.
You know how they say a bunch of grown men sitting in the podcast.
A bunch of grown men, right? That's
Having
the
a
big
therapy session.
Oh no, we ain't tell you, show. I know I forgot to tell you something. Those other guys, what's it, the Dickless part, the Dickless Will, what's the name they got, whatever the name of the goddamn podcast is, them motherfuckers went back to a forum post from 2002 or 2003. You know what I mean? I was, a couple Xbox sites, used to go to Xbox Addict and Xbox Chaos. But in my little bio, I put, I'm just as me, Zaire, the one that went to jail for obstruction of justice and assault or some funny shit. You know what I mean? One of my other ones said that I got 2 fine white Jew bitches and half a kid coke in the trunk. I'm about to pop on some Midtown Madness. Come holler at me. So they took some old ass posts from 12 years ago. I went to jail over the OG Xbox. I've been fighting this console war for 15 years. Like, these motherfuckers got that much time on their hands. They went dumpster diving through some forums. I don't even think that site is still up and active. But that's scary, man.
How the hell did they get it? If
I don't know. I haven't been to that site in over 10. I don't know.
They did the same thing to me. I'm one day, like last week, I'm reading and somebody's like, "You wrote this 2011 post on Facebook." I'm like looking at it, and it was like a joke post, and I wasn't being serious.
But listen, Tim, what year did you say?
2011.
Okay, that's not the Stone Age. This is before the Xbox 360 came out.
Yeah. It was like 2004, 2006, somewhere around there, wasn't it?
That's sad, man.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's
why
these guys come out and make comments about like refugee, this and that other bullshit. But realistically, they're the sad camp, aren't they? I mean, they're the ones that are digging, dumpster diving, looking for old shit on every single person.
I'm gonna take the time of my day to worry about what broken dome set in 2001, or you know what I mean, or that hunchback motherfucker in that attic with something he said in 2000. You think I give a fuck? I don't care about what they said in 2016. Damn, what the fuck they was talking about in 2002. I think. And listen, if you guys don't understand, listen, you can hate us. Don't fuck with BGST or hate me for the fact I'm sleeping with you. It doesn't make a difference. If you don't think something's wrong with that, then there's something wrong with your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're one of those fucking weirdos.
Anytime you look at it, just look at the facts, right? And we'll get back to the gaming here in a second. Is just that a lot of these dudes that hate on us. Look, I'll admit it's a slow news time right now, right? Like you'll see more opinion pieces or whatever and reviews and stuff on my channel right now, right? It's just how it is. It's slow news. So these guys.
So they're going back, way back.
Yeah, so these guys are looking for more dirt and more crap to talk about.
But is it really dirt though?
It's not. I mean, you know what?
You
basically
make yourself look bad doing shit like that.
I would say so. Anytime I mean, like, wow, at that point, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to say. There's nothing you can say but wow. Who goes that low and searches 14 years ago?
But it was a joke. But here's the thing. Here's the question. I can honestly say, that we have never sat around for hours or anything and discuss those guys. Whatever you see, a little bit you see here, that's about the extent that you get it. You know what I mean? If we comment on something that may have happened that they did, we thought, like, these motherfuckers are pathetic, and you may hear it live. That's as far as it goes. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, like, we don't, like, honestly, like, I barely talk to these guys during the guy that listens on Twitter. You know, we done left Skype on them. We all Twitter fingers. We Twitter fingers now. You know what I mean? It was the trigger fingers turned to Twitter. We Twitter fingers now. You know what I mean?
You know,
that's how hard you can write a comment.
Yeah.
You be like, man, stop it. You ain't gonna do that.
In the allotted amount of space you have on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But
it takes a certain amount of caps, huh? You know.
Yeah.
So
like I said, I had some guys. Well, not even some guys. I think we all more or less sometimes share the same audience or whatever, the same crowd. But even guys that have been give us the most shit, the comments is like, wow, what the fuck is wrong? That motherfucker looks pathetic.
I saw Eric. I saw Eric do that from Bang Bang. You know, he's.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Eric too.
Yeah. No, I saw him. Homie, and the Love Homie. Yeah, I saw that. He was like, "What the fuck?" I was laughing. And that's a Sony guy. And that's a Sony guy.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? But at the end of the day, like I said, you know, I guess. We're all gamers. Don't get me wrong. We're all gamers. I guess some you may prefer a certain console over the other. So you may prefer a certain YouTuber that may cater to your choice or your liking. If this guy's slams to competition, whatever the goddamn case may be. But if you don't see it through that what it is or what it was, then you know, because it was never about a computer. That shit is obsession. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the guy Bond is
obsession for men. That's what that is.
No, but Bond made the video. But I think it was broken because I had those guys blocked on Twitter. I have them blocked, all of them blocked on Twitter. So when if you didn't, I lost my cell phone last week. You know, whatever. Fuck, I got a new phone now. But so you know, when I only see the tweets when I log into the computer or whatever. But I was, you've been in jail over the OG. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And somebody, you know, put me hip to it. Somebody sent me the actual tweet that he retweeted. And I was like, this guy's a corporate slave. He was fighting for it. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still didn't know what the fuck they was talking to. I said, what? Are you fucking serious? 2003? So fuck, like, come on, man, stop it. If you couldn't tell that was a joke, me, man, yeah, it's me, Zaire, the one with all the bitches, the one with all the money. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm like, what the fuck is it fucking joke? Like,
even if it wasn't, who cares? I mean, that shit's so old.
Yeah, at some point, obviously they do. We got him now. Look, we got his ass now.
They sure did, man. Hey, don't be breaking out my 5th grade.
It's just amazing how they bring up fresh news. I got in that fight that time,
you know. Jeez, Crapgamer got in a fist fight when he was.
They put that out there like it was fresh news, like you just did this yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. I listen.
Even if you commit a crime, it has a grace period before it gets expunged. My Lord!
Hey, listen, that was over 12 years ago, man. That was over 12 years ago.
Oh my goodness!
Jesus. Yeah, I listen. I think that's listen. If you don't see it for what it is right now, like the motherfucker, it's the same dude that threatened to call the cops on me if I didn't show something that belonged. These motherfuckers are weird, man. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to have nothing. Nothing.
I'm gonna tell you when I knew dude was weird, man. The attic dude. He said,
What
"You do
happened?
not show me your PC, Zaire.
He was pissed
I'm
off.
going to call the police."
That
He
motherfucker.
threatened Zaire to call the law, boy. I was like,
And he was serious. He was
he was
serious.
dead serious,
Yo, he
man.
threatened me
Everybody's
with
like,
the long
"You
arm of the law,
snitch."
didn't he? He threatened me with the long arm of the law, didn't he? That shit was crazy.
Hey guys, just changing the subject real quick, and I know Tim, you saw this. Like there was an article today, and this isn't the first time I've seen something like this. I've seen them like even in Forbes and things like that, where it's talking about resolution, and it's like, oh, here, you should buy a PS4, and it's like because it has all these great exclusives coming out, and it only names 2. And then it's like, also, it could do all its games in 1080p, 60 frames per second, or 30 frames per second, while the Xbox One is 900p, 720p, 30 frames per second.
Can I read the most glaring part of? I have the article right now.
Yeah, please do.
It goes like this. This is an actual article from. I don't even want to even say the place because
don't give them any clicks.
It goes, the hardware in the PS4 is hands down better than the Xbox One, making it the most powerful console in the market today. It boasts more RAM. Which is not true, and a 1.84 teraflop GPU compared to the Xbox One's 1.31.
Because we've all cared about teraflops in consoles before, right?
Right. Here's the funny thing that this is where it gets real funny. The PS4 is capable of handling 1080p resolution at 30 or 60 frames per second, while the Xbox One only does 720 or 900p at 30 or 60 frames per second. I mean,
What site is this?
I'll show you.
Just send him the link. Don't. We ain't giving them no shade.
Oh yeah, right.
That's the type of stuff that's going on right now.
They gets no clicks from Lord Clicker over here.
That's egregious. All right, like to me, how could you like? Oh my gosh! And they're like, all the great exclusives, right? And they name Uncharted 4 and Street Fighter. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all the great exclusives.
That's it. That's what they name. Like anytime you go on and you go all the great exclusives and you name 2.
And this is from a journalist.
Listen, you know what, Zaire? It's your birthday.
Hold on. Everybody got to let that marinate. They only named 2 exclusives.
Oh,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, 2.
That's it. That whole bashing the Xbox about the teraflops and all that trash, and then you list 2 exclusives.
Yeah,
that's it.
Oh, they great danger. But go ahead, we're gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah, I mean that's
Crap, hear me out though for a second. This all ties in beautifully, and it's something that Z said to me a long time ago. I've been pushing it a lot on my Twitter site. Is this when we don't want to give these people any attention, and this is what's come to fruition today. GameTrailers is closing today, and thank God is right. And the point of the matter is, Jamie Moran, who just tweeted out, he just tweeted out. Maybe it's because I unfollowed, a lot of people unfollowed, and that's the reason. Maybe we are starting to be able to vote with our wallets and with our follows and subscriptions, and that's what Z. You've been saying that for a long time.
Stop
listen, look, it took me a minute to realize it, but about 6 to 8 months ago, when all that shit was going on with the bad articles, I unfollowed. I don't do no IGN. I don't do any of the GameStop when they couldn't find the settings button. Once you told me you were a publication, you're supposed to be some sort of press, gaming press, and you told me you couldn't find the settings button on a console, you apparently, I'm out of your league. Okay, I don't know who the hell you're subscribed. I don't know who's following you, but I had to get rid of them. Now, GameTrailers leaving. This is just the beginning. Slowly but surely, more people are tuning into BGST and shows like ours to actually get news and information and not listen to that biased bullshit that we've been getting fed by the article that Tim's talking about and these other websites. So all I gotta say is good fucking riddance to you, GameTrailers. I can't wait till the others crumble.
Isn't that Jeff Keighley was a big part of GameTrailers too? So that's extra tingly. You know what I mean? Like,
but not even so much as that. But there's been no secret that IGN maybe is about the biggest out of all of them, because IGN does movies just besides video games. They have their hands in a lot of different things. But right now in this day and age, video games is not bigger than movies now. But there's been no secret that they had a hidden agenda this whole generation. For them, even like I said, and I spoke about it in my video also, that they didn't care for Microsoft's commercial. They know this new, modest Microsoft had showing all their games. Well, they said they had the greatest lineup from Xbox game in history, whatever. They didn't like the commercial because Microsoft was bragging about their.
That was IGN.
Yeah, they were bragging about their exclusives too much.
Yeah.
Now it's a commercial
Yeah, they didn't
advertising
like
their
their
game.
ad. Yeah, that's basically what it come down to. Is
I don't get it, but you didn't have a problem with Sony did their, which was Sony had a great commercial with the greatness awaits and all their characters running down the street and doing what. They didn't have a problem with Sony bragging about their games, but what Microsoft does, which is a great commercial. You know what I mean? Microsoft need to do more of them. I would like to see Mike go back. That commercial that Microsoft had at launch when it was in Rome in the streets, and you had the Forza car come rolling ass around the corner, then you had the Titanfall go through the glass window, and you had the zombies and shit. You know, Microsoft need to get back to doing some more like that. But I'm sorry, but like I said, us as Xbox gamers or pro Xbox or even pro gamers, if you're just tired of someone secretly pushing an agenda, if you want to go to a site and get fair and unbiased news. You know what I mean? I don't think any gamer you don't even have to have a dog in the race. Which, like I said, look at these sites like IGN or the Kotakus. They shouldn't have a dog in this fight at all. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be able to go to their sites and get non-biased journalism without simply pushing an agenda. You know what I mean? If you wonder about who's keeping this console war going, honestly, it's not us at BGST. You know, regardless of what you may think or you try to hang it on us, it ain't us. It's the IGNs, it's the Kotakus, you know what I mean? All right, here's another, what's that video game her or whatever, another, what they say about the Division, we got rumored that the Division is 900p. Since when has a goddamn, IGN talked about resolution last generation? We know what the fuck, we just played the goddamn game. We don't play pixels, we play games. You understand what I'm saying? I guess each generation is something new because you had Sony came out of the gate last generation talking about 1080p, they said that the console was so powerful that there wasn't no TVs out in the market that can keep up with 1080p, 120 frames a second. Remember that shit? When 95, I was even more than 95, 99.9% of their games were 540p or under that were upscale. But we didn't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I agree with what you said, that people say that we push it. A lot of times we're reactionary to what goes on with media. You know, we get this.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that fucking dumb article that's out, okay, and it's just a fucking travesty. What are we not supposed to talk about that? What are we supposed to just like say, okay, that's okay? Fuck you. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna exploit it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's
not only that. Hey Tim, you're like a social media maniac, like out of everybody. Like so you're like you throw down, man. You're in the mosh pits. I see you every day, right? Like,
what happens in Fight Club stays in Fight Club.
Exactly. You don't talk about it. But what's funny is, all right, this is what happened. Red Dead Redemption. That started showing up in people's, if they had it digitally on 360, started showing up on people's list, and they started downloading. That news broke. Not only did it break, but it trended for 2 straight days.
Yes,
got to #1 on Amazon because people were buying the disc again.
Yep.
In anticipation of it being backwards compatible. So that should tell you that A, backwards compatibility is a real thing that people want, and 2,
I'm a believer now.
that the media keeps trying to hype you to make you think otherwise. But look at South Park Stick of Truth. When that game got announced for backwards compatibility, it went to top 5 on Amazon, right? So we have these these different things going on, right? And then what happens? People can't be happy with that. So IGN does a story.
Yes.
Don't play it because you'll get banned.
Yes.
Yeah. They put up the terms and stuff.
He muted himself.
Who, me? Hello?
You know what's funny? I bet he's still talking.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear him?
I hear Zaire.
I hear
You can hear me?
too. I
You
bet
can hear me?
Yeah, I bet crap probably was still flowing, going off too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can hear me.
No, I heard him. I heard him.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about IGN.
Yeah, I was talking about the article that the IGN. I talked about in my last video. The guy said that you get banned. We heard him talking. So you can hear him probably show, but we heard crap talking.
I didn't hear crap. I didn't hear crap at all.
Yeah, I don't think you can hear me, show, but I was talking, man.
I'm sorry about this, but anyway, but he basically said that you'll get banned. I guess to cool down all the hype, IGN said you will get banned if you play Red Dead Redemption early or whatever.
They said they don't advise you playing the game.
Yeah. So they called the guy out on it, but instead of him retracting the story, he started to antagonize not even so much the actor, but this gamers, period, calling us dude bros. But he was forced to give a public apologies. But again, man, fuck that site, man. Fuck them.
Yeah.
So he apologized.
Nothing. Do anybody hear anything about PlayStation now? That's the PlayStation backwards compatibility.
That
I don't
site-
hear no hype about that no more.
Hey, that site that just talked up Sony doing 1080p and Microsoft Xbox One doing 720p, they talked up PS Now. They're like, for an extra little fee, you can play all these games that you might have missed.
This is the shit I'm talking about when I say that.
Hey, man, they need to stop that trash.
It's not necessarily that they're getting paid by Sony. It's the fact that these people are getting paid to basically say things against Microsoft. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Downplay it.
Extra little fee. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
the
it's
comment for
insane.
2016.
It's insane. I don't know. I don't see how all these people get away with this. You've got IGN has that Damon Hatfield who does his own show,
I hate that
and
asshole.
he's really the worst, right? He gets on, he does the news too, which
I was
sucks.
hoping he would have left and done kind of funny with those other asshats.
So was I, because those guys are really, you know what, that's fine. I'm sure they're making a living on their own, but they're really just destined to die because there's no one over there. They're not getting near. I think IGN's got like 6 million subs, and they've got like, I don't know, 185,000 or something. It's not, or maybe it's 800. Regardless, they're not even close to what they were seeing on IGN. So people didn't go over with them. I think people are really starting to get fed up with this shit. I mean, I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but slowly but surely, this media bias is continuously like overlapping day after day. That Damon Hatfield gets on, and he's got this smirk on his face when the Xbox news is bad. I mean, you can't not see it. And then when Sony's on, Show, you said something a few minutes ago. You said something to the effect of like, you know, Xbox or Sony, something like that. Like, Sony doesn't have anything coming out. You said, how come there's no Sony news? Or no? There's nothing happening. All I know from Sony is every 6-7 weeks I get a sales figure. There's no games. They don't talk about shit. There's no updates. There's no new controller. There's no software updates. When their software comes out, it either crashes their system or it's a stability update. There's nothing for the system. I mean, I don't. The media is so goddamn overturned, and now you got like GameTrailers is going out. With them going out, I mean, it's been hit after hit after hit with these sons of bitches, you know. So I don't know, man. I get so livid with the fucking bias shit. It's unbelievable. And the real crack up is YouTube, and a lot of people they think we're crazy. We're the ones that are seeing shit. How is it we're the only ones seeing shit?
I think more and more people are actually starting to see what we're seeing. I get that a lot now. They're like, wow.
Wait, crap, unplug and plug back in. I don't know if everybody can hear, but you already robot-y.
Yeah, I told you he was stacky, boy. He was like, he's fading in and out, too, for me.
What? I got a new PC. I got a new
tablet.
I got a new tablet. No, I got a new tablet.
I got a new this. I got a new that. I ain't on the nuclear sub no more.
It's still got that motherfucking earthquake. It's still along with that net zero.
Hey, yo, I'm telling you, man, Don Matrix put his whole internet out there.
Can you guys hear me?
They can hear you now.
You on that nuclear sub again?
No, you have to. I have to.
Yeah, crap was in his nuclear sub.
This headset and plug it back in sometimes, but I mean, I can hear it on the playback. I was listening to it, so I mean.
No, it's not that we can hear you. You were very robot-y. He was like Roger Troutman. He was breaking up. He was breakdancing.
Yeah, well, man, 300-pounders can do that. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! I'm
like Rerun, man. From what's happening, dude. I mean, I'll break out that dance sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've been known to cut a rug.
Oh man, you cutting rugs now?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, dude! You know me.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I didn't know you get down on the good foot, man. My goodness, boy.
Absolutely. Like a lot of people wouldn't expect that from me, but I do absolutely.
What you pop lock or you just
man,
rerun?
I do it all, man. I do
rerun. Be doing the worm. He be doing the worm and shit with his
man. I do all that stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He be doing the worm. Then
we'll
put his ass
man. I wish I could do that shit,
do that centipede.
Yeah, and we'll put his asthma pump.
Well, the whole thing with that IGN thing was that guy did apologize, and then he
was forced to
apologize.
He was forced to, but the thing the weird thing with that was, he was very defiant because I actually tweeted him, and I was see a lot of times what happens, and the reason why I'm always in the middle of this is because people tag me, okay, in the thing, and all they DM me and say, Tim, please go after this guy or whatever. Well, the situation with there is I read that and I said, okay, this is an article that's going to make people scared. Sure enough, I have 6 DMs when that whole thing is, Tim, am I getting banned? Tim, what's this IGN? Tim, why are they saying this? So now, as a community member, I got to try to put this fire out. So I tweet the guy, and the guy was just like a really obnoxious asshole, basically, the way he was you know, he actually was mean to Mike from Rectify Gaming.
Who's a law student, right?
Right, and he's a very nice guy. So I
Yeah.
saw that, and then I went in on him, and I basically blew it up. And then, sure enough, the Sony fanboys come in, and then they start saying this. But this was an Xbox issue where real Xbox community members were like, "What the fuck's going on? I played this game. Is the $1,000 worth of purchases that I have going to be, am I going to be banned? People are actually nervous. So that type of journalism is just, to me, we say bias, but I've always said Neogaf is biased. It filters out to the media. The media does not do the work. In this case with IGN, he did not do any fact checking. He did not talk. He said he contacted. You don't run a story that's going to say New York City is burning down, unless you investigate and you actually go through with the fine-tooth comb. And that guy just threw it out there. Yeah. So when we say there's something fucked up in the media going on, there really is.
Yeah. You know why? XboxMad.net. They were the ones that said, hey, guess what? You're not going to get banned for playing the game. Microsoft came out and apologized for it. They're not going to ban you for their mistake. Right. If you were able to download it on Xbox One, yeah, you own the fucking game. Yes, they've disabled it now, and it will come out when it's ready to officially release.
I guess when it's patched already get the okay.
Yeah, they're not going to they're not going to make that game backwards compatible unless they have the okay. Obviously, they've got the okay, and they're just waiting on the right time.
But you know what? Not even so much that, and not to cut anyone off. I'm sorry, I just plugged my mic back in. That when it really blew up in his face, that he had egg in his face, you see IGN back away from someone. He's just a freelance writer. Yep. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. Like, you can't make this shit up, man. And I hate to say, like, not to say hate to say that we keep talking about the same shit over and over again. We just that, it's not.
Really bad.
It is. I mean, now they're not even trying to hide the fact that they don't want our black asses sitting in front of the bus. Like, nah, fuck that. Take your ass to Rose's Park. It's becoming blatant. As Sony has really, I guess, secured the lead, or whatever the case may be, and I guess it feels with the PlayStation's the hip console to back. But I like, come on, it's like, I don't know, man. Well, again,
next gen, listen.
Microsoft.
You know how bad it is? You know how bad it is at IGN? They have Rise of the Tomb Raider. Here, when you go to that official wiki site on the IGN page, right, it says platforms, PS4, PC, Xbox One. Yeah. I swear to God.
And it also says release date of the Xbox release date. It doesn't segment it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just like...
Unfortunately, the thing is that media should be in education, or they should really have accurate information, and they should fact check. That's not happening anymore. Really,
no, they do shit for the hits, the clicks.
They're doing things for the clicks. And
this leads me to what I was going to say, and this is when Tim Dog first came on, and Tim, you really drove this home. When we had the slander issue against Larry
Neogaf.
Neogaf, and now these types of things that are going on. Think about what the detriment this does. This aggravates Microsoft's client base, okay? Because all they know, there's a lot of people that aren't in the know like we are. So people got on, they saw, you may get banned. Oh, my God, they freaked out. And then people were like, why the fuck are you banning me, Microsoft? And it starts this uproar. I think what has to happen is there needs to be some sort of a lawsuit. Yeah, there has to be some sort of a lawsuit where we put they have to put the fear of God back into them. So either you do journalism, but if you're going to be, you can't just go out and start discrediting somebody's, right?
My brother from another, I've been saying that shit for the last 2 fucking years.
I'm telling
Microsoft, get the motherfuckers down with the suits down there and fucking threaten to close their goddamn doors. They're fucking slandering your fucking billion-dollar product.
Yeah.
I've been saying that shit for eons.
That's true.
Listen, you know what's crazy? Is that even like you said, they're not doing their proper journals. It's like they're YouTubers, and it's crazy. We get called liars from going with an article that we read in the goddamn internet, just like everyone else. So if the article comes out not to be true, next gen crap, whoever exposed these lies again. Yeah. What the fuck? Listen, do you realize we can leave links at the bottom of the goddamn the video that we do? But instead of them calling out these sites for being for what they are, or whatever the case may be, that they come back and and say that we made this shit up. Like I don't know what, man. Listen, man. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know what the fuck. I think everybody drinking that Kool-Aid, sipping something in that Kool-Aid, man. But Microsoft, I've been saying
It's
it forever.
popular to hate on the Xbox, and
That
people.
it is. That it is. Again, I think slowly but surely, it's better this year than it was last year because as more and more people adapt and do get the console. You know what I mean? Again, you can still be a PlayStation dude, but everyone that I know that's been a PlayStation guy first, that's been on and got the Xbox, they all love it. They love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a great console.
Anyone who doesn't listen, that's listening, doesn't believe us, just realize this: The Witness, Firewatch, and Soccer Cars has gotten more attention on IGN than Tomb Raider. Do you understand that? Do people understand what we're saying? These are 3 games that equal about $5 a piece, or they should be. I mean, The Witness is 40. But I mean, just for example, okay, today on that Kind of Funny games, they did a 45-minute review of Firewatch. That's a 30-second review. Don't buy it. The mooch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, there's nothing to talk about with these indie games. How deep can you possibly get? They did a 2-hour analysis on Oxenfree. Like, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? I don't understand people. And who the fuck's tuning in? Who's tuning in?
Like, you know what's not even so even you look at The Witness or whatever the fuck. Now, had that been the Xbox One exclusive or time exclusive, whatever the case may be, let that been 900p.
That would have been big news, yeah.
It had been all on Digital Foundry doing running it against the PC version, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Neogaf, which basically was the first to figure it out or whatever, they were like all hush hush about it. I mean, that's where when I say a lot of times, because a lot of the times Neogaf filters out, and they're all over Division being 1080, 1008p or whatever it was, dynamic resolution. But they don't want to talk about one game being 900p. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. As Xbox fans, we feel like we're under fire. We are under fire. There's a lot of bullshit that goes out there. And for the people that complain, like I said, a lot of times BGST is a reactionary type thing. We're just reacting to the bullshit that goes on. You know what I mean?
People want to act like we're perpetuating the console war. It's not exactly that. We're trying to even things out because if not, we're the resistance. You know what I'm saying? We're the good guys. We're the good guys. You know what I mean? We're not because this is the fact, right? Like I don't really follow NeoGaf that closely, but there's people that'll post shit up in the Twitter feed, right? They're like, look. Somebody had pointed out that The Witness was only 900p on NeoGaf, and that got closed after, a page or something.
Yes.
When somebody points out that the Division has dynamic res on Xbox One, that's like 100 pages deep, and that's perfectly fine, right? I mean, that's bullshit. I mean, you guys don't see it. Come on, wake up.
I know what they do see it is that they won't. Though some people are starting to wake up, then they have sleep paralysis. They're aware of what's going on, but they're sleeping. They start to come about the coma, you know what I mean? And again, you still may think, for whatever reason, that the PlayStation. How can I don't even say how I can't even see how you can say the PlayStation again is a better console than the Xbox One. Okay, more powerful. I get it. Okay. Which one you like?
Not 50% more powerful.
Oh, listen, but even the reason why it's not even so much 50%. It's called which specs on paper, and then what you have is called real world performance. Okay, you can have all that gigs of RAM, but when it comes on, what you have is fucking real world performance. You know what I mean? But I said it to say this is that at the end of the day, fuck it. You know what? I'm not going to.
The gloves is off.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Listen, I just got into YouTube purgatory. The gloves ain't off just yet. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, man, you got to see now. If you don't see by now that what the hell is going on, it's an agenda. Like it's like the KKK and the Illuminati all tied together, and the Xbox One is the black. Like that analogy there, that's an analogy for your ass, there, Mooch. And we're being fucking it's like we're being fucking persecuted. Like we're the Jews in Palestine being persecuted for being, you know what I mean, believing in the almighty Xbox One, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
The reason why you buy these consoles,
almighty Xbox.
My whole thing is that listen, I understand there's going to be favoritism for the popular console, but it's at the point.
Why is it a popular console?
But my point is that it's at a point where it's getting to be a little much, and the whole thing with that IGN thing, that should alarm. That shouldn't be along party lines. Like Sony fans should actually see that and say, "Whoa, that's kind of screwed up what this guy's doing." but instead they're taking with it and they're running with it against Xbox fans, and that's what happens is that IGN does something like that, and then you have the Sony fans who, for whatever reason, they want to keep the war going. They're going to fight you on it, and it becomes this whole entire big thing. But it really should be common sense here. What's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right.
Riddle me this though, Tim. Why is the PlayStation perceived to be a better console? Because the last time I checked, I've been gaming. I'm not saying I've been gaming since the days of Pong. My first console was the NES, but you want to
know why? You want to know why?
Let me say this though. Maybe you can answer this. The NES to me was a better console than the Sega Master System, even though it wasn't more powerful, but it had more games, had a bigger library of games. And the Xbox has a better online.
Yep.
More features.
Yeah, that's
and more AAA games.
But they're not going to do that the way it is. The bottom line is that it's the more popular.
That's what we buy the consoles for.
But I understand.
What am I missing? Why did the PS2 dominate? Because it had a bigger library of games.
Right, but at this day and age, it's about being the more popular console, and then you get like articles written like what you had today, where you just see. Listen, I told everyone this gen, and this will tie into what another thing that happened when I had the argument with Joe, Angry Joe, and Boogie.
He answered you back.
Yeah, well, he the whole thing with that was, his answer basically was, I'm going to read you what he wrote, okay, about why he doesn't have the Let's Play video and that. I'm going to read you what he wrote.
Let me get my popcorn first, Tim.
Here we go. Let me get me a glass of wine. Hold up.
Yeah, let me get that Vino Pop.
Okay.
Give me some beer.
Okay, all right. This is the whole story of what happened with Joe Vargas. Now, this guy has 2 million YouTube viewers. Boogie has 1.5. These guys are the most prominent guys. They're pushing their weight around. Fans that have no idea are going to go with them. So what happened is that somebody tweeted, Joe, this Let's Play thing is a big deal. How come we haven't heard any kind of
reaction videos,
reaction or anything? Because you usually, Joe, are the guy for the gamer. You're the guy that says, I'm going to champion the gamer, and I'm going to make sure that I'm that watchdog, and I'm going to take people to task. So what happens is they tagged me because Joe was, I guess not answering or whatever. They tagged me, and all I said was, "Oh, Joe, just take the night off." I says, I made a joke. So then, an hour later, somebody DMs me, and this is what Joe said publicly on Twitter. Muted a bunch of Microsoft fanboy crybabies who constantly harass me about how unfair I am that I didn't make a Sony bashing video for Let's Play. Okay. Then that's Stephen Williams, Boogie, who said, fuck Sony, what they did was wrong, and he didn't say why he wouldn't make a video, but he did say on video, we all were like, that's cool, Boogie, you at least said it. He goes, they came after me too, Joe. They're really relentless. Okay, that's Boogie, the other 1.5 million subscriber YouTube. Okay, the guy that just basically said what Sony was doing was wrong. He actually he actually put up a 10-second video clip where he says fuck Sony, but he didn't want to put it on his YouTube. Okay, then Joe Vargas. Okay, then Joe Vargas answers. Now this is where you start head scratching. Okay, they are annoying as fuck and pissed off that Microsoft legit fucked up this generation a bit more than Sony. Not our fault. Shrug. Okay, now here's the thing. You're not going after Let's Play because of Microsoft? Because of something that happened in 2013? Yeah. I thought he was supposed to be for the gamer. Yeah, he's full of shit, okay? And he's afraid to go after Sony. Why? Because his show is perpetuated on hate of Microsoft. Yep. He's the guy that went after Microsoft. Guess what?
Flip a switch, right? He had his own meme and everything.
Just take it off, Microsoft. Yeah. Take it off.
They're going after Major Nelson. Okay, he was so vehement. He went after them. Okay, that's all his followers, or a lot of his followers. Now this guy, who's supposed to be for the gamer and a watchdog, won't make a video because he's afraid of the backlash and he's afraid of losing subscribers because he's in it for the fucking money. So he can go fuck himself. And Fat Boogie, fuck you too!
Right.
Yes.
Damn.
You're a fucking fraud. Boogie,
Oh, there.
these guys were talking about me today on their channel after Joe blocks me, or they were talking on Twitter. Boogie's a fucking complete fraud. If you guys think it's wrong, tell the people about it, okay? Stop being a fucking afraid because you're afraid to lose subscribers.
Yep.
What's wrong is what's wrong.
Yep.
Be about that, not about fanboy shit. Go fuck yourself.
That's right. That's right, Tim.
You want to be something. You want to be for the gamer, truly, but it's only Microsoft to go after because they're easy to kick. But now you have something where it's a real issue that affects you, and you're afraid to make a video.
Yeah.
You're a fucking fraud. I blocked both of them, and I will never watch a video or take anything seriously what they say. They can talk all of that there for the game. They're not. Okay.
What they built their channel on and what they said they stood for is the exact opposite today of what they are. So anyone that's listening to this, I'm telling you right now, unsubscribe. Don't follow these people. They're full of shit. And you know what? Basically, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. So if you're actually tuning in, if you just want blank entertainment, just bullshit, then tune in all you want. But I got news for you. Don't go to them for news or what their true opinions are. Their opinions are what pays them. That's the problem.
Exactly. And that's what it comes down to. They're a fucking fraud sellout. They're afraid of money. They're afraid to go after what's affecting gamers or what's bad because it's Sony and because they'll lose subscribers. So they're going to expect us to we're not going to point that out. They're fucking frauds. It's all about the money. So when you get 2 million subscribers, guess what? Now you're about the money. You fucking sellouts. Not about the gamer.
You know what, Tim, is crazy as hell. When that Boogie video, the fact that he did it on his little channel, and I didn't even know he had a second. People, he did a video. I didn't even know what channel. And listen, I just want to say this: no one on this show is trying to ride their coattails or listen anything that serious. You know, like all of us, you know what I mean, are doing okay. We're not, living hand to mouth or someone doing better than us. But it's not like not as far as me, and I know it's not even about that. We didn't see when we doing this. We're not gonna put their Twitter handle inside the goddamn video. We don't do weird shit like that. We just, like I said, I thought they were more or less for the gamer, or that's what
They're not.
Well, they said they were because even when Boogie did his thing and he had what about the soldiers and then they don't have access to the internet and I'm thinking, have access to the internet. I said, shit, the internet been around since the 50s.
Yeah. It was a hate fest, and you know what? Those guys just don't call it. They don't call it straight down the line. That's the bottom line. Okay.
The military don't have. I said, motherfucker, the military invented the internet. How the fuck they not gonna have access to the internet? What the fuck is going on? Like I said, and again, Tim, and I'm gonna say that I hate to sound like a broken record. We have to again call Microsoft out for the stop patronizing those guys. Stop going to the Boogies, to the Angry Joes with your product. No, they're not going to give it a fair.
I bet not ever see them over there sword fighting with that dude no more.
Yeah, well, I mean, Angry Joe.
That was a disgrace to Star Wars. I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. This motherfucking is smelling like Doritos and baby powder.
You're not fooling anyone. That's the bottom line.
That's right.
And I respected Boogie. The thing was, I respected Boogie for saying fuck Sony, and he did a little 10-second clip. I knew at that point he didn't want to make a video because he didn't want to lose subscribers. But for him to chime in on Angry Joe's fucking post, because why? Not because the only reason why he comments is because guess why? Because he has 2 million subscribers and he has a lot of play. He's not gonna subscribe to. He's not gonna comment on somebody who's just a normal guy on Twitter. But for him to cry about how we're relentless when he was talking to us. Like, it was a problem, and he said, and he puts that video, and then everything was fine, and we're like, okay, whatever it is. I remember I even talked to Jamie Moran. I said, yeah, that's good enough. And Jamie goes, well, he should do a video anyway. You can even ask Jamie. I'll post it. I said, it's okay. It's all done with. But for him to come and to kiss Joe's ass, to do that just shows you that those guys, I guess they're in the million YouTuber club, that they're their own society or whatever. It's just bullshit. To me, if you're going to point out wrong, be consistent. Wrong doesn't have wrong does not have anything have to do with Xbox or Microsoft. Wrong is wrong. Point it out, and that's what it all should be about.
Yeah, but he said, I'm sorry, I let you show hopping, but Boogie told Crap that the reason why he didn't do the video, if I'm not mistaken, is that if Sony would have got it, it's like if the terrorists would have got their hands on a dirty nuke, you know what I mean, and let it off in Times Square, then I'd talk like, stop it.
Yeah.
You hopped on
fucking fake.
Yeah, you know what I mean, you hopped on Microsoft about these policies. They didn't go through, or whatever the case may be, didn't go through.
Right, and I watch, and after I just want to point this out because I know it's been going on. I want to point this out. That fucking fraud Joe. I'm gonna read you another fucking. So after I put the heat on him, okay, and he was fucking frantically, looking at Xbox fans and pointing out shit, saying, "Oh, Tim has an avatar." This is what the guy writes. I could not believe when I saw what he wrote. I was like, I had a double take. I'm gonna read you what this fucking guy said. Getting the photos right now. This is what this guy says after all of this. He makes a comment about me. Then he writes this fucking fraud. Okay? Sony honestly deserves hate and backlash for being stupid enough for trying to trademark Let's Play, just as the Fine Bros did for React. Okay? That's after the fans actually went after him. That's because he's fucking backtracking because he knows he's a fucking fraud, and that's what he puts up there. I mean, how disingenuous can you be? You're a fucking fraud, and you're not for the gamer, okay? So save your fucking videos where you cry like a little bitch, okay? Save your fucking videos because you're a fraud on the take, okay? You're not calling it even. You're fucking holding a grudge against Microsoft since 2013. So go fuck yourself and fuck all your viewers who want to believe your bullshit that you're actually a man of the people. You're not. You're a fucking fraud. And Boogie, you're a fucking coward fraud.
And none of you motherfuckers want to fight Tim Dog, bitch.
Nope.
Tell them what you had, Tim.
I'm just calling it the way it is, bro. That's the
I
bottom
know
line.
you are. I mean, but again, it's sad to say that we're how you say very small potatoes in this big pot of stew of YouTube.
Agreed.
And don't get me wrong. Everyone has their following, and again, they have a much bigger following than us, and it's okay. I want to say this for the record. It's okay to have to be a bias towards a certain system, or you may prefer one or the other, or whatever the case may be. But what I get from these two guys is that they are pandering to their audience, because everything's more pro PS4 now. You know what I mean? So they're not going to go after Sony. Like, where's their video about how terrible Sony Network is? Why the fact that we're forced to pay $50 a year for a service that's free on the PlayStation 3 and is free on the PS Vita, and there's no difference. There's no difference. You know what I mean? And it's not like they're taking that money that we're paying and putting it back into their network. I wouldn't have an issue with that, even if they're taking that money that we're paying and putting it back into their network. But no, they're taking that money and putting a Band-Aid on the other bleeding expenses. That movie that fucking flopped, though. Those TVs didn't sell.
Us Xbox guys, we complain every month when we don't think that the games with gold is justified. We pay for that. That's part of our service. But you don't hear one media outlet, not one Sony fan, not one Sony YouTuber come out and say that the PS Plus has been awful, not only in service, but in the games they've been giving their customers for the past 6 months. Not one word. But yet when Major Nelson makes a comment about the games that come out for games with gold, everybody in the world, I mean, literally all the way down the line. Yeah, but you know what? Even when Killer Instinct came out, there was people bullshitting and saying garbage. It's the same stuff. This is what I'm... And you know what these guys... Here's the worst part. You've got Boogie, who was invited to not this past year's Video Game Awards, but the year before. He went out and hosted, or excuse me, presented with I Just Eat. Well, I've said that. I should be presenting with her, not Boogie. But that's not the point. That's a whole other argument. But he goes out there. Don't they realize that Angry Joe and Boogie These are two guys, though they realize that they would actually make more money if they stopped the bullshit against Microsoft. That's how bad of business people they are. They don't even know how to make money.
How about just being there for?
Be honest.
Like I'm a type of
Be
guy
there for the gamer, right? The gaming consumer.
What? Just don't be afraid who you're gonna offend. Talk about what's wrong. This Let's Play thing is wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's wrong. Nobody's making videos because they're afraid.
Yep, because look, all these people got really big with the memes and stuff, and they hate on Microsoft, and they know it. They know which side their bread is buttered on. If you look at the comment section in these people's videos, it's all, whenever Angry Joe got a bunch of praise when he said Halo 5 was, what, a 6.5 or whatever it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. These people live off of the Xbox hate. Eventually, that stuff's going to run out. Like, if you're marketing yourself as the people's whatever, then you got to be the people's whatever. Regardless of who. Yeah, regardless of who
you got to be about the subject, not about your fucking viewers and money. That's what happens. Is you make money, you're afraid to lose viewers. That's when it's pathetic. Okay, people become big and they lose sight. They just think about the money. Be about the subject. Be about what you built yourself on. Right now, Angry Joe's a fucking complete raging fraud.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. He's a fraud.
It's just an act. You know what? I knew that guy was a fraud, and I hadn't really. I was aware of him, but didn't watch him. But remember when he complained about Rise of the Tomb Raider being an Xbox exclusive or timed exclusive, right? He did a big old rant and rage, and he was angry. He was quote unquote Angry Joe, because for the most part he's whoever, Joe Vargas or whatever the hell. He's just some fucking schmo, and Angry Joe's just a dumb character that he created. I get it.
I see.
We all know how.
I get it now. I didn't know before.
We all know how to work it. We all know how to work it, right? So he does this big Angry Joe video. Then, when Sony comes out and announces that Street Fighter V is going to be an exclusive,
yes, sir.
Everybody bugged Angry Joe to do a video, and he even says that, and that's probably one of the only videos I've watched of his. He's like, people were asking me to do a video about this, and I guess I will. I think it's messed up, and he wasn't angry or anything. It was just like he was waking up or something. It was like placating to people because he knew that he had to be somewhat fair. You know what I mean? And so that to me is kind of bullshit. Not only that, but he got a flag for talking about. Remember Next Gen? That was like the flag that I got too, because I posted a Street Fighter thing. Remember?
Yeah. Yes.
We both. Yeah, like you got one too. Yeah. Like, and we didn't even have any footage or anything up. It was just, I think I just had a Street Fighter in the title, like Street Fighter 5 in the title.
Yeah.
And I got flagged for that shit. I mean, it got taken down, but still. I mean, this is the guy who went to bat against Nintendo for Let's Play, went to bat against Microsoft, but refuses to say, has he said anything bad about Sony at all this generation?
No,
so where's the comment? Where's the comment fucked up a bit more?
He did speak out against. You know what? I didn't even think about this. I didn't mention this in my video. Please, it's been so much that I don't go back in the archive. I need to be like this other guy, start digging back what they said about 9 months ago. But I forgot about he had some negative things to say about Microsoft doing the Tomb Raider deal. I forgot all about that. And I think I did do a video and ask him, like, where's your talking about the Street Fighter thing? I think I did, do a video.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
And I forgot. I guess I forgot all about that. And you're right. When Nintendo took down his, he was playing Mario Kart 8. Even though, like I said, this guy's really feeling so. Me, I'm not gonna play any more of your games on my channel. Oh, Nintendo, I was having such fun, and I'm like, which I thought Nintendo was dead ass wrong for.
Nintendo was wrong. People ask me why I didn't talk about that. I'm like, when do you even see? I don't even do Nintendo videos anymore. You know what I mean?
They are wrong for that, and then you can play the games that they allow you to play. Like Nintendo just bugged the fuck out. But here it is. You are I think he does you plays and live streams and stuff. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. So this would affect him also. So you would think him and anyone that does live streams or Let's Plays will be on his, talking, denouncing Sony about this, and none of them said anything until the news got by them. Like, how could that get by you? That's your livelihood. I don't think they work. I think YouTube is their job, and I'm not hating. Listen, again, I don't want to come off like we're hating on these two bigger YouTubers, but the key word here, they're YouTubers. They're not fucking Michael Jackson. They're not, we all do the same thing. Just when people have a bigger audience than you. And I think sometimes when we look at them, the way I don't look at them as their celebrities, like, I don't look at, I don't. look at none of these motherfuckers like celebrities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I mean, look, these guys, they're going to shill. We get called the corporate slaves and all that. I guess people didn't look at these guys, or they're maybe too big to.
We don't get shit from Microsoft.
We don't get nothing. So.
I got a
But you know what? If we
congratulations
did,
on
they
gaming
would
like
never
that
know.
one.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Thing.
Yeah.
we keep everything up front. You know what I'm saying about everything. So yeah.
Hey guys, did you hear about this real quick? We'll just change the topic real quick. And I saw this, and this was on the topic to talk about. Okay, apparently it came out today that the PlayStation VR, the headset itself, $299 or $429 with the controllers and the camera. So the headset itself, $299 or with controllers, and that's not including
how much does the camera go for? I mean, how much is the camera?
Well, this is what they say. They're going to sell a starter bundle with Move controllers and a camera for $129, and then or whatever it is, and then the headset for $299. So basically, if you don't have any of this shit, it's going to cost you $430 plus tax. So probably close to.
So for $300, sorry, not because for $300, you get the headset and the dildos.
No, the headset, and that's it for $300.
Where do you get these dildos from?
You're gonna sell them again. And according to this article, Sony says there's a large install base that already has the moves. Yeah, they have. Well,
from last year.
Yeah.
Last generation.
And he
I don't have my dildos anymore.
I have one dildo.
I don't have any of this shit. I lost this shit that was in the back when they had the fire. So I don't have
and
any.
they say some people, a lot of people already have the camera too. So
I have the camera.
Yeah.
The camera. What do you guys feel about that?
That's two blatant lies right there from Sony. We all know for a fact nobody's got that goddamn eye. And Z, no offense, it's not that you can say yourself. You got you like those gadgets. But listen,
yeah, I'm the faggot of
nobody.
Because
listen, people want to make fun of Kinect. Nobody has the eye. The Kinect, as much as you want to belittle it, has done 1,000 times with the Sony eye.
Oh my gosh!
Nobody
I just saw
that.
the Joe Vargas tweets in that private conversation.
Holy shit! I didn't even see that tweet.
Holy crap!
The guy doesn't even know they tried for it twice.
Yeah.
What happened?
He doesn't
Where's
even
that
know
at?
that
Where y'all see that at?
It's in the Jamie Moran.
Okay.
The guy doesn't even know they tried for it twice. He writes, and if Sony continues down this path, trust me, the internet will go to war in the very same way, as will I. Hopefully you see that, Sony. They tried twice, you moron!
And he's like, Sony, he goes, Sony honestly deserves hate and backlash for being stupid enough for trying to trademark Let's Play, just as the Fine Bros did for React. I mean, this guy is like literally
fucking fraud, man. Holy shit!
Wow.
Well, anyway, back to what you were saying.
That was a whole special moment right there.
I don't see how PSVR is going to be the price that article just said it was going to be. I don't see how that's possible.
If it's $299, that thing's gonna sell pretty good.
Wait a minute. That Mick Arch Deluxe sold pretty good until it fucking hit the shitter and people were throwing up. Listen, all right? That shit ain't on the menu no more.
Yo, Mooch is the best, man.
For real, man. That is not.
This case the audience missed it. Please say that line for me again. This case they missed it. Please say it again slow.
No, man, I'm telling you, for real, this is not going to sell. Here's the thing. The price point can't be that way if we do the math, right? How can they compete with Oculus Rift and say they're going to be half? If you're half the price of Oculus, that means you're half the actual value. That means you're half the product.
I don't think
sucks.
the audience care. But those are going to buy it because you look at the games that they're advertising, they look like PlayStation 2 games. And you look when Oculus Rift was at, the games you could look like next generation games. So you get for what you pay.
Well, here's the thing, though, Z. That's what I'm saying. It's half the value, it's half the product, and you get what you pay for. But now Jamie Moran just put a tweet out of that zombie game. Just check it out for a minute. You're right. PS2 games, right? How far do you think people are going to want to go right now to spend $300 plus the additional eye and the move sticks
Right.
for $430? For that product, you're gonna get the elitists, okay, the lunatics.
Yeah.
You're gonna go out and buy it, so 1 million sold, and the media's gonna run with that, right, for the first couple months. Oh my God, they already sold 1 million.
It's selling out.
Shattering. It's just hit after hit after hit. Amazing.
Sony can't miss.
If people are getting sick and this is all seriousness, if people are getting sick from the Witness, this is a product that if you buy this and you don't try it out, you're possibly in for a $300 mistake.
I don't think they're gonna try it out.
You have
to buy it, you bought it.
You have to try. You have to demo it
Shit,
because
and where? Where are you gonna set this demo stand? They ain't putting.
they're gonna have to because I mean, like I
I'm
said.
not gonna wear some sweaty ass helmet. That's
Yeah, I don't think so too.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's a big issue that like people are getting sick on the
People are
Witch.
stupid, Tim. People are stupid.
I say that all the time, man. People are stupid as hell.
I'm taking some of the crap down. I'm really starting to believe that people are just.
They are.
If you're gonna go out there and spend
Individuals aren't stupid so much, but when people group up, yes,
the ponies.
stupid.
If you're gonna go out there and spend $400 for games that look like they can run on your PlayStation 2, and this is 2016, you, my friend, are stupid. I don't mind doing the VR thing, and if it was next generation graphics, I'd have bought one. I'm like, you know, I mean, I can, you know, play God of War. It looks great, and all. I'd have bought one. I'm not gonna sit there and lie. I was gonna buy one, but I'm looking at these games
because you a faggot that likes new gadgets.
Right? I don't care if I even bought the PlayStation Move, even though it sucked. I bought it.
I have that shit too.
But you know, it's software that drives this. What made the Wii so attractive? It had Wii Sports software. What made the Kinect so it had Just Dance, Kinect Sports, or whatever, Kinect Rivals, whatever the hell it had. It had something that would. There's something wrong. You had a whole bunch of shovelware that came along, you know, with it. You know what I mean? But again, you know, it's software, and they don't have not one, you know, must-have title for this. You know what I mean? And Sony's very cocky. They say, you know what, motherfucker, you gonna buy this regardless. You know what I mean? They about to slip in that bill, that Bill Cosby, but slipping that Bill Cosby pill. You know what I mean? And they look. Could you name me one game that's coming out for this shit that screams that I'm gonna go out and spend $430 to play this shit right here? And how much do they want for these games? $60 too?
$60.
That's bananas.
Kinect, $60. Yeah,
I said even for the Kinect game,
I can't even name a game.
They should be $20 fucking. I'm sorry, come on, man. It's a gadget. You know what I mean? You got a gadget that costs more than just your console. Like, you know, these are the same people that said the Elite controller was that's too much money. Like, come on, I don't know, man.
Hey, they said the Kinect was too much money, and the Kinect was
$125.
And Kinect was a gimmick, right? Kinect's a gimmick. Kinect is too much money. It's not. It's for casuals. On rail games suck. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if people are gonna actually like sit down and do this shit right, because if you ever watched the Kinect reviews, especially on 360, you had people flinging around like an asshole, like they were having seizures or something, right? Like they weren't doing it proper. Whenever I played games for the most part with Kinect, if you did the gestures correctly, everything worked how it was supposed to work, you know, for the most part. And people would just be like, it's unresponsive, it doesn't work, Kinect's a piece of shit. And I'm like, you know, I'm sitting there playing these games, and I'm like, no, they may not be for everybody, and they might be mostly casual, but they're not unplayable like they're making it out to be. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the same people and the same media that was calling out Kinect and saying it was too expensive and too this and too that, you got to do the same thing. That's all we're asking for is fairness from all these people, right? Be a little bit fair with what you're doing.
Crap, speaking of fair, and I want to make sure I'm not reading into it the wrong way, but I'm seeing a lot on Twitter that Street Fighter V is a 6 gigabyte download.
What you said? Is
that true?
What you saying? Was a download?
Street Fighter V is only going to be 6 gigabytes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Meaning, like, what is that?
Is that like real? Is that real?
It can't be. My God.
It's only launching with 8 characters, right?
Yeah, but 6 gigabits. So do they even like
that's 360.
That's no. It must have no story mode or nothing.
Well, it does have this. It has like I guess maybe a short story mode, but this story mode is going to be added in an expansion. Basically,
the ending. It must they took that shit.
I don't know. I don't understand how that's 6.
Fighter 2. What's it in the arcade when you just see dun 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 your guy?
Hey, do you think that game will be scored worse because it doesn't have the story and stuff? Because Killer Instinct.
It's gonna get all 10s. So get all fucking 10s. I know, and it's gonna. The hype is building already. People were jumping up and down about the Street Fighter. It's gonna sell well.
Hey, shout out Showstopper.
Thank you, Show.
Thanks for stopping by, Show.
Grace us with his presence. Yeah, but if that is true, 6 gigs, my God, that's DLC.
Now, we know they're piecemealing it, right? But I mean, you're right. You're 100% right. That's bullshit. 6 gig. Where's the media? Where's anybody? Why is it like we're the only ones reporting the shit, but we're the ones with the tinfoil hats that are out of our minds? I don't know.
You know what that reminds me of? I remember when the Xbox One and the PS4 launched. And I remember NBA 2K, because this is the first time we had to install our games to play them. And I remember the install for NBA 2K was like 44 gigs, and NBA Live was like 5 gigs. I'm like, oh, this can't be good. You know what I mean? And damn, even Killer Instinct is a big install of that. If it's really,
isn't it like 17 or something? Killer Instinct.
20. I think it's 20
Yeah,
gigs.
17, 20.
Yeah, but man, I don't know, man. That can't be true.
I guess we'll have to see. I mean, doesn't it come out Tuesday, right?
Next Tuesday, yeah.
And you're getting that shit.
All we've seen are screenshots and this and that. But I've said this a million times. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it however you want. It's a 1080p repainting of Street Fighter 4. It looks like the same shit from last gen.
Yeah,
I didn't see nothing where I was blown away.
I'm not listen, don't get me wrong. I do my fight. I like Mortal Kombat the best. I'm not a Street Fighter guru. Actually, I play DOA and Tekken the best. I'm not a Street Fighter guru. But yeah, honestly, I want something to play on my fucking system.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought what's that Until Dawn was going to be that game, and I usually finish all my PlayStations. I used to play through them all, but that was just horrible.
I hopped on my PS4 and I noticed that next gen hadn't been on that shit in a while. I was like,
yeah, I thought, I beat this generation. I've beaten all my PlayStation exclusives, 3-4 exclusives, and I thought, I was gonna be able to do that with Until Dawn, but that was just bad. That was really bad.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be into that type of game. I mean, it might be something I'm probably not going to pick that up. But
I don't know, crap. You bought Godzilla, whatever the fuck. Like,
hey, you know what? I bought that. You know why I bought Godzilla was just to be funny, because I thought it'd be funny to review it, and it was funny. I mean, the comments were priceless. You should check out the comments in the review for that.
Hey, crap! Why you didn't pull the crap? There's still the footage.
I should have. Hey, next gen. Let me ask you this: Do you think like I do that there's always some idiots out there that check every video that I do, the footage that's up?
You know what? After what they just pulled the other day with me, going back to 2001 or whatever fucking year, I don't put anything past anybody.
Yeah.
When they shit that with you, I'm like, who the fuck has the time to go back and match up this and that? That's what blew my mind. Like, who's gonna go back and do that? Like, I don't have the time. Yeah,
you sit there and match it up frame by frame. I mean, I would imagine that people are still doing that to this day to try to expose me. So I always think it's funny. Like, you'll get a couple of those comments still in my comment section. Yeah, like oh man.
You said this in 2015. Like, I don't know what the fuck I said 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Years ago. Like, who holds on to that? You know what, crap? I'm glad. Listen, I know we all go kill here, but that's why I think I call them weirdos, because stuff like this, I don't take this. When you see this console war, but I don't hold on to nothing. Someone, if I don't remember, I'm not gonna go back and save it in my. Like, I think that shit is weird and foreign to me, man. I don't know, but you have a lot of people that don't do that shit. They come up with, they do that shit all the time. But something you tweak, I don't tweak that much. But something you tweeted about 9 months ago, I'm like, what the hell? What the fuck? Yeah. You tweet 9 months ago.
Hey, next gen. Jamie Moran tweeted this from GearNuke.com. The file size is only 6 gigs on that.
Also, it is true.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I gotta.
What does that mean though? Like, is it just going to be 8 fighters?
It doesn't have the story mode's coming out in June.
Do we have to pay for the DLC? Or is
I thought there was a story. That you mean they're just doing 8 or whatever 12
it's
fighters?
8 characters, isn't it? 8.
Wait, let's just see. I think it's
12. $60. It shouldn't be $60. It should be $20, like Killer Instinct. Keeping it funky.
If you have pre-ordered Street Fighter V digitally and were curious about the download and install size, you should be happy to know that the game is surprisingly small in size. It requires just 6 gigabits of data to be downloaded. That's fucking strange.
Yeah.
So what do we get though? I mean, are we supposed to pay? I think
maybe you're just gonna get 12 characters and no story.
I don't have to pay for the other characters.
Honestly, that's like really low.
The story comes out in June, the story mode or whatever. So you gotta wait a few months to get that. That seems odd how these games are doing that nowadays, where they release a game either with no story mode at all, or no multiplayer. Then they add either later on. You know what I'm saying? That's odd to me.
It's not. I think that's. I mean, I don't know. They do that shit to get something on the market. Cash grab. Nobody doing but hit the hit, man.
Well, I haven't played a Street Fighter game since the Genesis, so it's not really my thing.
Yeah, I know you're not saying that. You didn't even get Mortal Kombat, so that's not. That's not crap hating. There's just.
Here's the thing with with those games, right? Like, I like them, but the net code is usually so bad on these games, right? And it's not like some shilling thing or whatever. It wasn't until Killer Instinct came back that I found the love for that fighting genre again, because I totally hated it for the longest time. It was so bad. You fight people online, they spam buttons over and over again. You know what I mean? There was no skill involved. It was just really bad. The netcoding was bad. People would jiggle their fucking cords to disconnect or to cheat. You know what I mean? Like it gets bad. You know what I mean? Like look at how Killer Instinct has fixed that. They use the dedicated servers. If you drop out and do that shit, you end up in Killer Instinct prison. You know what I'm saying? You can't play
purgatory.
it. Yeah. That's how it is. They put together like the perfect fighting game. All the characters fight differently. That's what you want. And Street Fighter, the characters are very much of them are similar to each other from what I remember. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not really interested in that. Same thing with Mortal Kombat, isn't it? Like Reptile's the same as Sub-Zero, and Sub-Zero's the same as who's the other one? Fucking the green guy.
Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion or whatever. Yeah, I mean a lot of very similar characters with just slight differences. You know, so I like Killer Instinct has impressed me to no end, and now they're adding.
It was done well.
Yeah, and now they're adding even more characters.
Yeah, especially he's going to get a bigger push from Microsoft. Phil's not really into fighters either, and it far exceeded their expectations. You know, Killer Instinct, for those, it hasn't been out in a while, and it had a cult following from the Super NES and the Nintendo 64. You know what I mean? And Microsoft, man, they've been sitting on that shit for years. You know what I mean? Like, you know. But Killer Instinct, you see when it goes to those Evo things. At first, I remember they booed it when they first showed it. Remember when the Xbox was getting all that hate with the DRM?
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, Killer Instinct!
Yeah,
I was freaking out, man.
That's the first game. We need to talk about that. That was the first game that I played on my Xbox One.
Mine was Rise.
Mine was Killer Instinct. I downloaded. It was Killer Instinct. I downloaded Killer Instinct. And then it was Crimson Dragon, which was fucking.
Yeah, I had all the launch exclusives.
That was I did too. That was a good. I was so excited when that goddamn console came out. I was like, yes. I was so tired of last year the 360. I've been there since 05. I was like, I need something new. Like I want something fresh. That's why I bought that $12,000 PC. I was just so fucking done with last generation. I wanted something new. I wanted something fresh. And remember they teased us with that Star Wars 1313. What was it? Star Wars 13. I wish that would have came out. My God, like that looks better than the games we got out right now.
That Amy Hennig game is supposed to be coming out. What? I hope
this year? No. Listen. No, they said that game's not coming for years.
Really?
Yeah, that game is. They said that game's not coming for years.
So we might not even get it on these systems here. We might get them on.
We probably will. It'll probably be in a couple years, but still, I mean, that's disappointing, man. You know what I mean?
Years from now, I guess. But I hope it's done well. You know what I mean? That's who's making the game. Is it EA? EA has the license, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. EA has a deal with Disney and
what can happen? We can get another Knights of the Old Republic because EA has the Star Wars deal and they own BioWare. So why are we not getting another Knights of the Old Republic? That's a no-brainer right there.
I hope they do. Hey, did you guys hear Titanfall news?
Yeah. Campaigns.
Titanfall 2 campaign TV series tie-in and PlayStation 4. I don't know. Like to me, I don't really care so much about it going to the PlayStation 4. That sucks. Whatever. It is. It is. But it's like, is it
servers?
Yeah. What about the servers? That's what I'm most concerned about. Like, I don't care. I don't want to be on EA servers or drop the cloud computing stuff because I actually like that a lot. You know what I mean? And if it just goes back to regular servers or peer-to-peer or whatever, then I don't think it's going to be as good a game. And I don't see Sony allowing use of Azure servers on the PS4.
Let me ask you, riddle me this. Do you think that Titanfall will be as big as it was? It was pretty huge, I guess, when it came out.
It'll be bigger.
You think it'll be bigger?
That's why I said, I even did it on Sunday. I did a huge press. I sent it out to Phil, and I was like, guys, honestly, I said, please, I said,
I don't think there's nothing he can do.
He absolutely, all he has to do is get his ballpoint pen out and a checkbook.
Not with budget's off.
Well, that's why I said, well, that depends. All I'm saying is there is something they can do. This is something that's going to be huge. Forget about the game. It's about the actual presence, okay? It's like the Street Fighter thing, okay? It's like all the bullshit that Sony pulls over everyone's eyes. Mm-hmm. This is a move that Microsoft can make that makes sense for what the Satya Nadella and Phil Spencer world are trying to do. They're trying to build this Windows 10 brand. This game is a game that the Sony fans are actually drooling for, okay? They were not drooling for Tomb Raider. It didn't work there. They're drooling for Titanfall.
They didn't get a chance to groom for it, to be honest, because fucking Square Enix shot them in the fucking balls.
That's true. That's true.
They didn't get a chance to groom for it. I mean, drool. I'm sorry. Not to cut
That's
you
all
off.
right. That's all right. That's all right. But literally, they've been waiting 3 years for this. Now it's coming out, right? And all Phil has to do is swoop in, take it again, and don't say it doesn't work. Let me give you an example. I got 3 words for you. Gears of War. Don't tell me it doesn't work to just make a third-party developer private to yourself, okay? Where you basically everybody knew Gears wasn't going anywhere. If you wanted Gears of War on on PS3, you weren't getting it. You had to buy an Xbox 360. The way I look at it is this: Phil has this niche. If you want to play Titanfall this generation, buy an Xbox One or play on Windows 10. And don't let anybody on Twitter or anybody fool you anymore. Oh, I'll just play it on computer. Go fuck yourself. You're a liar.
Hey, well, I will say this, right? While we assume from the articles that it's going to be on PS4, there's nothing really to 100% that. The one article that I read, from the actual guy in the investment call, he says he believes, quote unquote, he believes it'll be on all the platforms. So
Yeah,
I mean,
what did the woman say? That was it a woman they interviewed just recently from Respawn? And she said something about platforms. But then again, remember, I have to say this to people. Vince Zampella, who is the judge, jury, and executioner at Respawn, said before it became announced that it was exclusive that it would go on all platforms. And then, little be known, Phil Spencer, or it was Donnie, I don't know who made the executive call back before he left, whatever it was, they made a deal with EA, and they swooped in and they made it exclusive, period. And that can happen again. And people are like, no, it can't. It really can't because the PlayStation install is too big. PlayStation fans, they don't buy shit. If you don't believe me, don't believe me. Go to Zobi70's channel. Half of his videos the past 3 months have been, you guys don't buy any exclusives. You're full of shit. You know what I mean? So it's like they don't buy shit. They really don't. So the number that Microsoft would have to make up would have to be a certain chunk. Okay, no doubt. But it's not something that's outrageous for Microsoft. It's really not outrageous. They bought Tim Dog. Do you know the exact number? What did Microsoft buy Gears of War for from Epic? Was it 50 or 100, 75?
100 million. I think it was 100 million.
No, it was 200 million, I think.
All right, it was 100. It wasn't that much. It was 100.
It was 100 or 200. Let me.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go high. Let's go high side. Let's go high side. $200 million to make sure nobody touches your shit. Okay, that's something that this is not going to cost $200 million to make it exclusive.
But they did buy they own the IP. I mean,
right? They own the IP.
I don't think it'd do it for. I know. You know what? End of the day, I agree with what you're saying, Mooch. But the reason why I don't think that Microsoft would do that, spend whatever amount of money for it, because it didn't sell it. It didn't pull them even with Sony for sales, and I don't think that.
Well, no. Z, you know what? Z, it will not pull them right up next to them.
No, I'm saying even wasn't back then. I'm talking about back in March when whenever it came out. Yeah. They was banking that going to be their next Halo was going to push.
But a lot of people, a lot of Sony fans will tell you that they bought in the PS3 360 era. The PS fans, they'll say, I bought a 360 because I wanted to play Gears.
Yeah.
Now for this generation, if you want to play Titanfall, you have to buy an Xbox. Like that's what you have to do. You have to stronghold.
Imagine this worst case scenario: Titanfall 2, multi-platform, and Sony marketing rights. Oh, that's a dagger. That's a dagger.
Listen, the way this generation is going,
they're gonna have to strap down. They're gonna have to strap down Mooch, man.
Yeah, you will.
Listen, I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening.
I think it depends on. I think Microsoft could still get the marketing deal. The biggest thing, though, I don't care if Sony gets the marketing deal. If they use Microsoft servers, which I honestly, if they don't use Microsoft servers, that's going to be a big blow.
Yeah. I'll say this right now. I'm not buying the game. I'm not buying Titanfall 2. I don't care if it's on PS4. I'm just saying I'm not going to buy it if it's not utilizing those servers. I'll tell you what, and not EA's fucking welfare servers, right? I'm talking real servers that let you pick your fucking region and tells you your ping. Those are legit servers. That's how you know you're in a real server, like on Microsoft servers, right? Whenever you play an EA game that's on their quote-unquote servers, you don't get that option. Look, open your damn eyes, people. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't think so. I don't know. This man, I don't know. Microsoft is not. Well, they said they're doubling down on their own stuff. So Microsoft did get the license for Jet Force Gemini and a couple other games. So that I think we may have to be happy with that. They said they want to build their own. After that shit happened with Square Enix, Microsoft said, "Kind of fuck you, the third party. You know, I mean, we're gonna do our own thing." Which is still a good thing too, though. You know.
Hey, this is something I wanted to talk about too because our good buddy, the quote unquote insider was back, right? Remember the insider? We talked about this dude.
Okay.
Before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. And he was like, and we didn't hear anything from him, right?
Yeah.
And now he's back.
Yeah.
He messaged me.
He's actually just to interject. He is actually he's interesting because he's not like totally off the wall, and some of the things like he mixes in make a lot of sense. So this is going to be interesting because Crap showed me yesterday. We were both laughing. I'm like, we got to put this on the show again.
Yeah.
You know,
so he's like, he tells me, he says, Lego, Marvel, Superhero, Splinter Cell, Blacklist, Red Dead Redemption are all set to receive a price drop to $0.00, which means they're going to be on Games with Gold. And he says, I assume Games with Gold February has Hand of Fate among them. He says there are some other games, but those are distanced more from the original set and under different variables. Need to investigate and find out what it is. And then he goes on to say, I told you that Microsoft would be fighting back with third-party marketing deals. You can now see that I was telling the truth. Some things I don't have 100% information on, but others I do. Can't say more than that to remain hidden. And then he says, I did some work on the Slim, and it looks sleek. So he's saying he worked on the Slim Xbox One, and it looks sleek. He says, I think Xbox fans will want to upgrade. It comes with a new controller model that includes rubberized grips on the back on all future controllers and some internal changes. The console is sexy as hell. Then he goes on to say, understand if you're skeptical of me, I shouldn't have jumped the gun with the Red Dead stuff. You'll have to wait and see as more things as I've said, has come into fruition. Quantum Break Blowout happening very soon. He goes, I already told you Minecraft 2 console exclusive, which BGST laughed at. Then he says there are some features which I won't spoil. They are bigger than backwards compatibility, and I don't want to ruin the surprise. The reaction to the E3 announcement of backwards compatibility was huge, and it gave the Xbox team a massive boost. So he doesn't want to give that out. I can understand that because if we knew it and gave that out, you know.
Wait, one second. Wait, I'm sorry. I heard it was boost. I couldn't hear whatever. I'm saying it again, Crap.
He said that the E3 announcement of backwards compatibility was huge, and it gave the Xbox team a massive boost, like their confidence and stuff.
It's true, which is all true.
And he says Phantom Dust is aiming for March 2018. They started pre-development October 2015, maybe pushed up to 2017, but he says possibly.
2018, Jesus.
He says it could be pushed up to 2017.
Okay.
He says he doesn't know what was up with the Amazon listing. He says the entire store was recently redesigned internally, most likely to handle 360 backwards compatibility games and the Windows 10 unified store, but things are taking time to get used to. And he says he saw 16 cron jobs, I'm not sure what the hell that means, to lower the price of games to $0.00, but he don't know when. Just that Lego, Marvel, Superhero, Splinter Cell, Blacklist, Red Dead Redemption are among them. And he saw Gears 2, but he assumed that had something to do with the Ultimate Edition deal. He says there's also some other games due to receive a price drop, but he's unable to tell if it's due to pre-order bonus or games with gold. It's further down the list. He won't say more because he doesn't understand it either. He says all he can say is that those games he listed will be $0 at some point from what he can see. And he says they were among Hand of Fate was one of them as well, and he jumped the gun and he apologized for the other thing. And he says there's the 60 games for $60 compilation that's coming out this year on Xbox One. He says Quantum Break again will have a Halo-sized marketing budget. He says he doesn't expect people to believe that. He says Quantum Break bundles will be $449 for the limited edition and $349 for the 500 gig edition. He says very few games receive both LE and standard console bundles. So if they actually come out with LE and standard console bundles, which I believe they're doing something Thursday, I heard there's a Quantum Break announcement or something like that.
Yes, the blowout.
This guy could be legit, and maybe he's just a fan and trying to.
What do you say happened? We getting Thursday?
not him. Like I heard somebody on Twitter tweeted me. They go, "What do you think Remedy's going to announce Thursday with this news or whatever?" You know what I mean? Apparently they got.
Remedy got some news coming out.
Yeah, it could be backwards compatibility. It could be the remaster of Alan Wake. It could be anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I asked him. I says, "Will there be a CE collector's edition of the game itself?" He says, "No. Remedy didn't want to do it, and they shut out our ideas. They are strangely against them at this time."
That doesn't really make any sense because Microsoft owns that the intellectual property of Quantum Break. That's their game, and Naughty Dog's just making it. So I don't know about that one.
He says the team really likes it, especially Phil and Aaron. They both really love Quantum Break. Yeah, so basically that's all this guy would give me right now.
The one thing he did mention that my ears perked up is something that he did reiterate what Mike Ibarra said, that there will be an announcement at E3 that is actually more colossal than backwards compatibility, right? He just didn't want to mention it.
Yeah, he did. He said he didn't want to spoil the surprise because say we leaked it, then these other sites are going to pick up on it and it'll ruin the surprise or whatever.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
No,
I mean, yeah, I could understand that. I just think that you know, he was right. It looks like Forza Horizon 3 is set in Australia.
Oh yeah, well.
I mean, he said that.
We didn't hear anything about that. Did I hear that? Or well, I don't know. What do you think he is? A beta tester or something?
I don't know. I still say I would tread lightly. I'm
treading lightly. I'm not on the bandwagon yet. But if they do announce if they announce two separate consoles, that would bring.
What do separate consoles consist of? A Slim and what else?
One of them. No, he says two Quantum Break consoles, a 500 gig and a limited edition.
So the Elite with the SSD drive.
Well, no, that wouldn't be. They wouldn't be the Slim. Just two different ones. One 1 terabyte, probably maybe with some kind of design, and one 500 gig, probably just black with the game.
Right.
For 350, you know what I'm saying? He's saying one's 350, one's 450, and I have never seen them do that. So if they were to do that, I would say we got a legit insider.
Yeah.
Would be kind of cool to have a BGST.
Well, I doubt if he comes on, he probably loses his goddamn job.
He said he couldn't come on. I asked him. I was like, "Well, can you get in?" I was like, "We can let you use."
And lose his damn job.
We'll let you use Booch's Titanfall Princess voice changer.
Yeah, you can use the Titanfall. Or the.
I could tell you that $60 for 60 gold. We brought that up to Phil in chat, and Phil just laughed about it. So I don't think that's true. So I don't know. Some of the stuff the guy mixes in is good, but I still, like I said, I would tread lightly, and I wouldn't believe it.
You ready to go? Yeah, I'm talking. I just got indoors. Let me eat my dinner. Give me like 15 minutes to do this shit down my throat.
He's got to get some shit down his throat,
15 minutes.
I love it when Next Gen talks to people while he's on the podcast.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah,
but anyway, they're saying the
I'm saying we can give me 10 minutes. It's cool. We can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, Next Gen. We can do
that. Yeah.
Faux show.
Get the birthday cake ready.
Faux show. Yeah, faux show. We got to do that. Get the oxys.
Cut me. I want the big part of the cake.
Yeah. Give me some oxys. Make sure there's some grannies there.
Hey, Crack, you trap me in fucking crap, you drug addict. Oxys alone is bad news, man.
So anyway, yeah, they're saying that, man, like the campaign, I said it had a good idea for a campaign because when you play the game, there's like quote-unquote campaign elements, right? But apparently this was going to have like offline modes and shit like that. Why does it seem like...
All right, I'm talking about a little. What game are you guys talking about right now?
Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2, okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm
not. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to seem like that I'm being black. I might be biased because if it's a multiplayer, I know I'm not buying it because I'm tired of first-person shooters. But if it was an exclusive, I know I probably would buy it. I'm a fucking hypocrite. I don't know. I'm not gonna buy it.
I'll buy it just on one thing. If it has the servers and
it's not. EA's not gonna get. They're not gonna listen. What did that developer? Well, you didn't know. I went to Take-Two. I'm not going to say any names. That's too much info. Anyway, if you don't know, guys, NBA 2K is my favorite game. I play. That's my cup of coffee in the morning. That's my shit. And I usually buy both copies for the Xbox and for the PlayStation. And Take-Two 2K has horrible fucking servers. So I went to a certain developer who works for that game, who follows me on Twitter, who I'm very friendly with. I said, listen, I got both copies of this goddamn game. what's going on with these servers? You know what I mean? Like, you guys just is not bigger than Madden now. I said Microsoft gives you guys the third party. If you guys want to use their dedicated, you can. And what that developer said to me, not going to say any names, he said to me that it would not be fair to Sony and their fans if they were to use those servers, word for word, verbatim. So they're not going to use, EA is not going to use those dedicated servers, those servers. They're not, and and they're not going to do that. That's what we talking about EA anyway. They're not going to fucking do it. You know what I mean? The reason why they did it with the last one, because Microsoft, handled everything. Here, you can have access to this. Just put it around. We want the goddamn game. They're not going to do that for Titanfall 2.
And you know what? What's funny is EA, like, look, Titanfall launched. There was no problems with the servers. Gears Ultimate launched, no problems with the servers. Halo 5, no problem with the servers. Plants vs Zombies launched, problems with those servers. Battlefield launched, problems with the servers. EA's servers are just awful. They're not they're nowhere near on the level as Microsoft's. That's why, to me, that's a big deal.
That's a fact.
Well, the big deal is too. They talked about cloud compute and all these.
That's what they said, right? It couldn't be done.
Algorithms for the AI, and using cloud compute for all of that. And now they're just going to throw that away. To me, if they do that, I really don't have respect.
You know what? It's not even so much unless they were just fucking pulling LA, because according to them, the game couldn't have been made without Microsoft and those Azure servers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless they were just fucking pulling out fucking late.
Oh, dude, that marketing, man, they're pulling our chain, man. They're like, hey.
So that's the bull. You can't trust nobody. That's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, seriously. I mean, look, apparently they were able to do more with the game because the AI and a lot of that stuff was offloaded to the cloud. So hopefully we get something like that as well.
Well, I guess according to Phil, what he was saying, that they can still use their servers. They're not keeping them exclusive to Microsoft. So maybe they may still be, but I doubt it, though. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know. This game is not going to be. It's going to be a dumbed down version. I can tell you right now, it is.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm hoping for the best, but I expect the worst with that. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Hopefully Microsoft does go in for some better marketing this year than last year. Now that they got some positive news.
They have good marketing this year.
Yeah.
They got the Division still number 4 on Amazon.
Yeah.
It really, after the beta, it shot up and stayed in the top 5 for the whole time. So the Division looks like it's going to be a hit. It's going to do very well on Xbox.
Yeah.
They got Doom, which is very good.
Hey, they played that on Clueless Gamer. That was actually really funny.
Great.
I watched that.
You think Doom is going to be huge?
I think the name carries a lot of weight, Z. I think it's really going to pull in a lot of people.
We got a new age of gamer now. It carries a lot of weight with us, with our age bracket. But do you think the generation under us, they never played a goddamn Doom game in their life?
Well, here's the thing, though. Wolfenstein was a surprise hit sales-wise, right? And nobody ever heard of that shit.
I thought that game bombed the fuck out. It sold well.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah.
They made a digital sequel or something like that with the First Blood or New Blood or whatever it was.
I don't know. I didn't buy it at all. So
yeah, literally, I think that Doom. Here's the thing with Doom, though, Z. It's a fast-paced first-person shooter that's gory as fuck, right? Like there's nothing like that's that nasty. Like where the skin and your skull all crushes on the. Like you don't see any of that. Like Mortal Kombat was the closest thing, right? With the close zoom-ins where you crack the jaw and break his neck. But you have to do a combo for that. With this here, all you got to do is walk directly up to him, point that barrel to his head, and you get that same kind of interaction with it. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who love that shit. They love that shit. So that plus the name, I think. Don't get me wrong. Do I think Doom's gonna be like Titanfall big or Quantum Break big? No. But it's gonna be decent. It's a decent little thing for Microsoft to put in their hat. They've had some shittier marketing deals. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying with a game like that. Look at Duke Nukem, how that fucking bombed out. Well, and also too, people that played the beta said it fucking sucked. Several guys in Bang Bang got their hands on the beta, said it wasn't fun at all. It fucking sucked. That and what's the other game? Homefront 2 or whatever. They said that shit is dog. They said this is horrible too.
That's trash.
I have a beta code for that. I'm going to be playing that hopefully.
Yeah,
they said
when you're playing games like Halo and you're playing games like Division. You can't.
Hey, I gotta say this much. I gotta give the military shooters a chance because I gotta tell you, Call of Duty is complete trash now. Did you hear? There's a World War II shooter called the Battalion.
Yes,
I saw that.
Unreal Engine 4.
Using the Xbox.
They're not using all that weirdo shit. No overpowered perks and all that stuff. It's just straight up guns, skill. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested in that. Yes, it's independent. Yes, they kickstarted it, but to me, that's what Call of Duty was great, was when it was Call of Duty 4. You know what I mean? Well, those were the best ones because they were simple. The kill streaks were just 3, 5, 7. We all got the same ones. Every perk or whatever countered with something else. You know what I mean? Stopping power countered with, you could avoid the radar detection. You know what I mean? It was like you had to pick or choose. You know what I mean? It was like you earned your attachments, getting headshots or whatever, and the skins and stuff. Now they just made this shit so, they outcooled themselves, and I think that's a little bit ridiculous, so I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I hold my opinion on that one. I think with that thing being away. You know what? The reason why I'm not too, I think when you skip a whole generation, and it didn't come out at all on the 360 at all. You know what I mean? You had Doom on the OG Xbox, was pretty good. Actually it was an OG Xbox, a console exclusive. Did pretty well, whatever the case. It was fun. But then you just
they couldn't run it on PS2. That's why.
Yeah, I know. And you don't come on the 360. Those consoles were out for what, 8 years or whatever, 7, 8 years, and then you skip the whole generation, and to come back, so people are gonna have high hopes, I don't know, when do you end a franchise? I'm saying from what I've heard it wasn't that fun, but I don't know. I guess we shall see, man. There's too many fucking shooters too, man. Goddamn. They offer something different. I think Ghost Recon is suffering from that same thing. Which the new one does look very fun. I'm not gonna. It looks great. You know what I mean? I think she. Okay, go.
Do you see that Metacritic thing that Jamie Moran just put up?
Of what?
Unravel, the game. It's got a 76 on Xbox One and a 82 on the PS4.
How's that even possible?
That's just because it depends on who reviews it. That doesn't mean anything.
You know what's weird is that was from what I played, because I played the demo, right?
Pretty game.
It's got a real deep story. You're going after the memories. You're trying to get the memories back, whatever. It's really.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like this touching kind of thing, right? And it's real cute character. It's really well done. I thought, man, this thing's going to get something in the 90s. By playing the first couple levels. I don't know who made it, but I know EA is publishing it, right?
Yeah, I know EA publishing it.
So I'm like, this game is going to get really high scores, and here it is, just getting 76 or 82 is not bad.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. That just means when these publishers, if they review it on PlayStation 4, they get the same score as the Xbox, but they just record the PlayStation 4 one. So it's just the difference of who's reviewing what. So it doesn't mean anything. There's no if IGN's rating it 8.2, let's just say, it's 8.2 for Xbox, but it's only registered on PS4 for the Metacritic. So you really can't go by that. It's just not really a good barometer.
Mm-hmm.
You can't trust anything.
Right. But if the game scores 8.2 on IGN and then 7.8 on Unravel, then you have a case. But that's not the case. It's just they're recording scores depending on which copy they reviewed.
Right. That's right.
So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't really consider it a big deal either. I just thought it was a little bit curious. I actually like the game, so I mean, I'm kind of looking.
Yeah, I had an 84 Metacritic.
Well, it's funny how times have really changed, though, isn't it? Because you go back 5 years ago. I generally 5-6 years ago used to tune into all these channels, the GameSpots, the IGNs, and really wait and see the Metacritics. Now, I mean, maybe it's because we're in it as much as we are in it, but I've already got my decision. I know what I'm buying and what I'm not buying months in advance without any of those people's help. I don't need any those ratings. I know what's good and what's not good. And that's either, and listen, forget about what we do. If you're listening and you're like, well, I don't do as much research as you do, Mooch, that's fine. You tune into a lot of these YouTube shows. YouTube is actually better than these gaming media sites. That's my personal
face opinion. And honestly, can you even
as an Xbox fan? 82. I thought it was going to be a lot higher than that.
Yeah, as an Xbox fan, I was saying before, this generation is, I don't know the fuck, man. Who can you trust? Can you even trust a Metacritic? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can trust Metacritic, in my opinion.
I mean, come on. How can they done the Xbox
it's just a collection
of 90. Why is that?
No, you can't. You can trust Metacritic in the
But
sense
I'm not talking
where,
about the user score. But none of the
no,
Xbox
but
One
I'm
games
saying
gets
you
over
can
90.
trust. Metacritic is just a collection of scores. So a game like Unraveled, it's stupid to say, oh, it will 82 on PlayStation 4 and only 76.
Okay.
The game is scoring the same on both platforms. It's just they're just listing differently.
Right.
Hey, I'm telling you, I say that to say this because look at that one guy, that editor that gave. What the fuck did he get Forza? Something really low, ridiculously low. He gave Forza
They gave
Horizon
Forza Horizon 2 a 2 out of 10 or something like that.
Like I said, can you really fucking trust the Metacritic?
Yeah, I think it's a good barometer.
But a guy
I've
that
always
gave
been a
a
fan
developer,
of it.
no, I'm saying developer. What magazine was he from? Crap. Was it GameSpot?
I don't remember which one he was,
GameSpot,
but
Kotaku. This one guy, and he gave with Halo, another one of the Halo games, a ridiculously low score. You know what I mean? I'm not even the biggest Halo fan, but that you can't listen. There's an agenda when you got places like I said, IGN, and they from what I gather, they take their ratings of a game also, and they add them all together. That's how it goes, right?
yeah, that like some carry more weight than others, though, right, Tim? That's what
Okay, but I'm saying,
GameStop and Giant Bomb.
GameSpot, yeah.
GameSpot. They hold the highest, and IGN.
Okay, but like what I'm saying, so you really can't even trust the Metacritic because we're even calling out the bias shit that these sites are doing, and these are the same sites that are reviewing the games, these Xbox One games. So you as an Xbox fan, you can't even trust the Metacritic either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know
what I think you can generally trust it, but
Come on, how the fuck you get Forza Horizon at 2 and a Drive Club higher than? Come on, man.
Hey, let's be honest. Forza Horizon 2 was a 90 all day. If not higher. I mean, come on.
Come on, man. You got most die-hard PlayStation fans that tell you Drive Club was dog shit. It doesn't come close to Forza Horizon. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, but can you really trust when you got sites like that, whatever site that guy worked for, and I believe you did the history. He rated a couple, I forgot what Halo game it was, gave it like something ridiculously low. Like, you know what I mean? What's what was it? Halo 2, Halo 2, one of the I guess really good Halo games, gave it a really good low, really bad score. Like I'm saying, could you really? I think it's like a plot. So can no Xbox One games get rated a 90 or something? Like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? It seems like, it really has it stigmatized that the Xbox One exclusives they're never better. They don't rate higher than PlayStation exclusives. You know what I mean? I think it's a bunch of bullshit, man. That's why I don't judge, go by those sites of what you make.
Yeah.
I play what I like.
Well, let's close out the day on some Quantum Break, since that's like the big thing.
It's getting a lot of hype now.
Yeah, did you guys hear no input lag? All the cutscenes are real time.
Yep.
I mean, that's just phenomenal.
Did they come up with something about the resolution yet?
I don't think so. There was one thing that was like, if this isn't 1080p 60, then there's something wrong.
Well, when they had that,
60?
listen, nobody will know unless they're told. But when they had that GDC show or the awards, when they did their presentation, it was 1080p. So
it was then.
I think it's going to be 1080p 30.
Yeah,
it's going to be 30.
There's no way that's touching 60.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, but you think it might be a dynamic fucking 1080? I don't know. I don't give a fuck what it is. Game looks great, and I can't wait to play it, man. Yeah,
what's our boy Giz from Microsoft, or what is he at Mischief or whatever it is on Twitter? He said something about Quantum Break today. He said it's really going to show the Xbox. He said he's seen and heard.
It's amazing.
That it's going to really, really show the Xbox One's technical prowess. Like, it's strong. Yeah.
It's been built. Like I said, from what I've heard, also behind closed door, that it's built to take advantage of every bolt, whatever's inside the Xbox. The architecture, like I said, the Xbox One, be firing in all cylinders. That eSRAM that everyone complained about, they're going to show you how to use it. And what did my man say that from Turn 10 Studios? We know how to make the game as far as Forza. I know how to get Forza Motorsport 1080p 60 frames a second on the Xbox One. They said we know how to make the game. Remedy really took their time, and with the help of Microsoft.
I heard they were working with the engineers and stuff
yes,
too.
They
so
were.
yeah.
With, but look, Mooch, you may be wrong. You were saying that they may not go all out for Quantum Break, but Phil believes in the game, and this is something that Microsoft needs. They need games.
Right. Well, I'll give Crap, not to interrupt, but I'll give Crap a lot of credit. he basically called out Microsoft on how they suck at custom bundles and all this shit. He had a video about it, and he rock hard. If they have some $3.99 Quantum Break fucking bullshit,
with the black box with the black.
Yeah, I'm just gonna we're gonna call them out on it.
Yeah,
they're
doing it for the division. And listen, the greatest Quantum Break is gonna be, it's not gonna be bigger than the division. In fact,
we're gonna fucking
they're doing that for the division also.
If they don't have a fucking custom console for Quantum Break,
Tom painted one up perfectly on Twitter today. That would be perfect.
Yeah. If they don't, they're gonna get fucking blasted. And
hey, first of all, if this guy isn't full of shit, this insider, and he says they got a Halo type marketing campaign, you gotta put some custom shit on there. You've got some big time Hollywood talent involved. You've got Remedy spending 5-6. I mean, you're paying for all this stuff, right?
Why not? You know, without me thinking about
slap something on the fucking console for fuck's sake.
Like I said, it's dirt cheap too. Why not do a fucking Killer Instinct Season 3 goddamn custom console? Do a fucking Minecraft goddamn, like, you know what I mean? They gotta fucking work it, man. You know? Killer Instinct is huge, man. Season 3, you ride that hype out. That's coming out. Give that a couple commercials. Forget about it. You know what I mean? Put a $20 copy inside the stores. You know what I mean? I think you do pretty well, man.
I know what you mean, and I think that that another thing that they could do is, just what they got to do is you can't just come out with something cheesy. You know what I mean? Put some thought behind it, because so far, true, Sony is doing a lot of these bundles, right? But they're not doing what I would consider like what Microsoft did last gen with the 360. Like last gen, Microsoft put thought into their consoles when they did those,
Right.
But who did they lose? Did they fire someone? Did no else? Who did they lose?
It's budget soft.
Yeah, it's budget soft, dude. Budget soft. I don't know.
It's budget soft. Aaron has said that it costs more money.
To what?
To that.
To
See,
Sony,
Sony's smart. They do. You notice how it's a 500 gigabit, $3.99?
Yes.
So they saved money on the hard drive to make the custom.
It can't be the hard drives. I can't go because hard drives are.
But whatever. It is a little bit cheaper. That's really the bottom line.
And they're not. But listen,
we don't know the numbers, but that's why they did it.
It's not even so much on the numbers, Tim. I'm just saying, if I got a fucking 3 terabyte, fucking 3.0 for fucking $60 Microsoft would not buy them, and I paid $60, and I'm the public. If I just say for them, from Samsung, they're probably going to pay $12 in bulk. You know what I mean? They're not paying nowhere what the fuck we're paying. So it ain't the fucking hard drives are cheap. That's what they brought up to the public to make extra money.
The bottom line is that Microsoft could have had the Fallout 4 bundle for $350 and have a 500 gig. Instead, they try to ante up and try to get people to buy the $399 Fallout 4 bundle.
With 1 terabyte?
Stupid. People want cheaper price. Either make it a custom or make it cheaper. It's not hard, and Sony does it right. Sony has it right. Microsoft can learn a thing or two.
I did a video called that. I was like, Microsoft.
So Microsoft was charging $400 for their bundles, and Sony's charging $350 for their bundles.
Well, I think the
the Star Wars was but the Star Wars was $299 for Christmas. That's what won them.
Oh my God, that was huge, man.
That won them fucking December.
That was huge.
I would have thought, man. What did that game sell? 13 million?
I told you, Craps. I don't know. That game doesn't have any single player. I told you that game.
No. I guessed that it would do 10. Right, I figured 10, but you said would it do better than Call of Duty, and I said no way.
No.
That was the original argument we had.
When we first,
I'm an elephant, motherfucker. I never forget.
No, when we first talked about it, and you said I don't know, that game doesn't have a single player, and people don't like to be online. I said shit. You got people that are Star Wars junkies that will buy it. That won't even like my uncle. He doesn't. You know, even though he buys the consoles, you know what I mean. He plays. He's very, very, very casual. You know what I mean. But he bought that Star Wars shit just because it's a collector's item for him. He bought that Batman thing. Didn't even open the goddamn console just to put it on his shelf because it's a collector item. He's into comic books. He's into Star Wars. And we have a lot of people that are, Star Wars junkies and Batman junkies. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm talking about. The deals that Microsoft should have done, they didn't do. Witcher was a great game. You know what I mean? But you should have got Batman. You understand what I'm saying? And did a Batman themed console. You know what I mean? What the fuck is Sony out bidding them? Like, I don't know what the fuck is Microsoft doing, man.
I think Microsoft I don't know. Sony already had the deals for all the other Batman games, so I think that was probably something that had to do with that.
I never even noticed, because I never seen the Batman bundle last on the PS3. or a Batman themed PS3. I never even noticed.
Yeah, well, I think they got like I don't know if they were themed consoles. I think there was one that might have been red or blue or something.
Remember,
but
I don't remember
but I will say this, that they did have exclusive content on those.
I don't know, but I'm just saying that this shit. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They need to. I don't know. To me, I just think that Microsoft is $1 too short and $1 late. Like they are to touch. You need to come on a goddamn Big Game of Small Talk podcast. Roll your sleeves, get your hands dirty, man. And,
hey, I will say that I tweeted Aaron after I seen that that new ad that they did. I says, you guys have been paying attention to the show, and he favorited it because we had said that they need to let people know that they play all the top multi-platform and all the exclusives too.
But they should have been doing it though, crap. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, better late than never.
I know, but I'm just, because they can do so much more, and it's a great console at the end of the day. That's what makes me mad.
Mooch, you still up, bitch?
They act like they're
Mooch.
second-rate citizens or something.
I'm just tuning in like everybody else. I'm just listening to the conversation.
Yeah, I'm saying, this is what we do that shit sometimes. When we go low, we sit back and listen, and we enjoy the show just as much as you guys. We do that shit all the time. Go back and listen to Tim and Mooch go back and Mooch with his fucking analogies. Before we get the hell out of here, what you say?
Yeah, can we get one analogy before I want to say something?
No,
can we get one analogy from Mooch?
Hey, who's harder?
Arch was great until he was showing his shitter 15. What the fuck you say about McDonald's?
Give us an analogy about Joe, about Angry Joe.
Yeah.
No, Angry Joe, man. That guy, I'll tell you, he aggravates me to no end, though. I mean, I'll be honest, Tim, when you went through today, man, I saw what you were going the past couple of days. It was too much. I was actually going to chime in, but I got everybody already that blocks me. So I figured.
Yeah, how do you guys get blocked on Twitter? Like,
well, because when I go off, like, I mean, my whole thing is this. Tim actually goes right after him. I've been getting blocked by these big guys because I say something I'm saying it to my own Twitter, people follow me. And then, of course, I got a bunch of trolls that take mine and send it to. That's why McCaffrey, I didn't write to McCaffrey. I wrote to, in general, somebody copied it, sent it to him. And then it's like getting scolded at by like a principal in high school. You know what, Mooch? That's the last straw. That's like, what the fuck is that?
You get blocked by IGN, Mooch?
No, not
IGN.
McCaffrey. McCaffrey blocked.
Yeah, but he actually wanted to talk to you. Do you know that? I don't know if you remember that. He's like,
he didn't want to talk to him.
He did, but he said via email. All of a sudden, I got a homework assignment now. I was like,
hey, he would have unblocked you, Mooch, if you would have wore his what is that little shirt that he peddles where it's like that PlayStation and the Xbox controller holding hands.
Coexist.
Yeah,
that was gay, wasn't it? Well, we can save it for next week. That was my God. That was horrible.
Well, he
bring Donnie back, that smug bastard. What the fuck? He almost died. Microsoft lost their goddamn mind with that one. Jesus.
Man. Well, there's a couple podcasts that are having Ryan on. When they do, I always say, I am the Mooch, right? So I'm inviting myself. I'd love to have a conversation.
Who's having him on? Who's having him on?
I don't know. I heard a couple names, but he's doing his tour. I don't know. I think IGN's hurting, so he's doing tours. I don't know what's going on, but
man, fuck. Listen,
he's doing the TIC thing, right?
I heard TIC. Yeah.
I want to say this before we get the hell out of here. You guys rock out with us. First of all, thank you guys for rocking out with Big Game of Small Talk. I'm out of YouTube purgatory. Thank God.
Happy
birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to me. I see you guys next Sunday. And I want to say this: if you rock out with us, and if you believe a fraction of what we're saying, sites like the only way you can take the power away from these sites like IGN or GameSpot, stop going to them. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Stop paying their bills. Stop paying their salary. Until it's like the boycott they had down south with Martin Luther King. We got to boycott these sites, man.
Vote with your wallet and vote with your unsub.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We want equality out there in the gaming world. We're not second-rate citizens, man.
We love it.
Yeah.
Xbox the best box.
Tim, I know you got some stuff you want to plug, right?
Yeah. I just want to plug. I'm going on TXR Southbound show. We're gonna.
What's Southbound doing the show?
He's doing an interview with Mooch's favorite guy, David Jaffe, I think. I don't know.
Hey, you got no balls on there if you don't ask him why he went from creating such great games like Twisted Metal and God of War to things that give you headaches.
Hey, I want to go. I want to talk.
Worry's going to be on the show. I mean, I don't really know what to I don't know what to ask the guy.
Hey,
but
Tim, you've got no balls unless you say.
I got no balls. I've been in 8 fights in the last 2 days.
Hey, Tim, you can tell him it's from me because he responded to me. I says, guess what? I said, how do you go from making God of War and Twisted Metal to this crap? Free-to-play, hand-drawn stuff. You don't have to put it like that.
To cut the check.
But just ask him what's the deal with, you know what I mean, with that.
Well,
I mean,
I'm sure Sal will ask that, but I might bring it up. Yeah,
Sal ain't answering that shit right
that's
there.
a terrible
Sal is not afraid to ask questions.
I know. I'm just saying. But you guys got the only thing I don't like sometimes about those interviews that you have to give them a pre.
No, we don't have big guys like that. We've got nice guys, but like Gareth Coker, they're pretty much open. But usually on the pre-show, you'll say, "Can we talk about this?" And then they'll be like, "Well, like we had the guy from Unravel, and he was like, I'll answer what I can." I actually asked the guy like a moron, what would his Metacritic? What would make him happy with Metacritic? Because I was just at the end of the show, and he was just like, I don't really know what you mean by that. I was just like, all right.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, they won't answer questions that, whatever. But yeah. I'm going to be
I don't know anything taboo to ask them. Shit, the console's out, so I don't know what the hell. When
are you doing that show, Tim?
We're doing it right after this. So.
You're just on a world tour, man. World tour.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Well, I had to go on. BGST was we at least we cleared this whole thing. Great show tonight, and Zaire.
Zaire, happy birthday, and
happy
you got
your channel.
Yes.
I'll see you guys next Sunday.
Stay out of trouble on that channel.
No more fights with me. I'm on Scouts on. I'm walking the tightrope here. And listen, guys, tomorrow you're gonna get my UFO video. I'm gonna probably do it about 6 o'clock or whatever the hell. True story. You guys been Christmas about that.
All right, man. And we'll catch you guys next week. I know.
Bacon.
We got a quick turnaround on Xbox Nation on Wednesday. All right, man. We'll catch you guys later. Rack 'em up. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.